4,800 views and counting on last week's weekly video. I'm telling you folks, we're getting more eyeballs and more attention than ever before, and we're going to talk a little bit about that on this week's weekly video. As you know, I'm Steve Reinharz, Chief Executive Officer and CTO of Robotic Assistance Devices, Artificial Intelligence Solutions, and our other three subsidiaries, including, of course, RADR, which is the home of RADCam. And also in this video, I will share some RADCam scenarios that I know many of you have been anxiously awaiting. Let's get to it. First piece here is what happened this week. Well, myself, our president of Robotic Assistance Devices, Mark Fulmer, our Chief Revenue Officer and Chief Security Officer, he also holds two titles, Troy McKenna, and one of our business development managers were in New York to do a couple different things. The first thing is Troy is both our Chief Revenue Officer and our Chief Security Officer. So we have him on, security related things. He has his 23 years of FBI background, and we have different executive protection things that need to happen and different things like that. So he's one of our executive team members that's deeply involved across the board, and we're super lucky and happy to have him. So the four of us were in New York for SIA's Securing New Ground, SNG Conference. And of course, I'm on the board of SIA. We wrapped the show with a board meeting with just 12 of us that are on the board or so, which was great. A lot of stuff happening on the SIA board, but talk about that another time. Anyway, we were there because a lot of super high profile companies and personnel speak at this. I was a late add to the show, and I didn't apply to speak. However, I will share with you that one of the board representatives who's from, one of the multi-billion-dollar companies that is on the SIA board with me, we were just kind of having a roundtable talk of how SNG went. And he's like, we need Steve to speak at this. And I was like, wow. I was like, that is a compliment that just kind of warmed me. And a lot of things happened this week that really proved that we are on the radar in terms of the industry. And I'm going to go through a couple of them with you right now. So the first one, of course, is when in the board meeting, it was suggested that I speak, which is great. Everybody knows I speak at pretty much every conference that we attend. And then I do other speaking engagements throughout the year at other events. But why do I talk about that? Number one, I love sharing and I love being an evangelist for autonomous intelligent response. So I truly enjoy that. I don't enjoy the travel. I don't enjoy the hotels. I don't enjoy any of that. But I like getting out in front of people and sharing. It's so fun. I believe in it so much. I see it move forward every day that it's just easy for me to do. So I enjoy that. That's the first kind of point of contact that was like exciting, like, hey, we're really getting traction. The next thing is that Steve Jones, who is the CEO and really the person that put Allied Universal together, he spoke, and then he spent some time with my team. He had flown in the morning of at 4:30 in the morning, grabbed a couple hours of sleep, came to the conference, gave his speech, spoke to me and a couple of my guys, and then literally went back to the airport. So just being on Steve's radar and the things that he said, like, love it, love it, love it. The last group of attention that we got was from a mix mash of CEOs and presidents that attended. And having people know who we are and what we do is such a big deal. I can tell you that, okay, maybe last week's video is going to hit 5,000 views. That's great. Like for people to know who we are as AITX, but the company, RAD, the engine that is powering our financials and our progress and change in the industry, getting noticed in the industry is such a big deal. So we're definitely getting that done. I do want to share here that I hope this video is good. I mean, I hope they're all good, but I hope this one is good too. I am in day 4 of keto. Of less than 20 grams of carbs per day. So I don't know. I'm going to watch this on Saturday morning with my wife, and we'll see how it compares. So I hope I'm doing a good job. Folks, it is Thursday when I record this, and I do want to bring attention to all the people in Florida that were just affected by Hurricane Milton. What a devastating catastrophe. But on the storm talk, Rio, which is Rosa on a stick with solar panels, is very resilient in storms. And we are going to produce some more collateral that talks about how Rio might be the best solar trailer because of how resistant it is to storms. We just completed some very exciting testing, and Rio Gen 4, which has Rosa Gen 4s on it, can now operate in full operational mode 6.5 days without any light. That is amazing. I am quite certain that there is nothing else in the industry that comes close to that. So that'll be one of our new strategic advantages, that we start screaming from the top of every tall building as winter approaches and as so many other towers die. And I'm telling you, there's a couple nearby where I live, and they have like the blue flashing light, and when the blue light is out, the unit is off, okay? So if you're out there and you've got solar towers kind of in your area, come December, January, February, I encourage you, go find them. Go see if those blue lights are on. Go see if those blue lights are still flashing after 3 or 4 dark days. Anyway, you could tell. I love Rio. It is absolutely the best product out there, and we're going to be selling lots more. Let's get to some RADCam. I said at the beginning of the video that I would talk about some of the applications for RADCam. I'm going to share a couple of them with you right now. And I don't mind sharing it because I know some of our competitors are watching this right now, and I know they're trying to figure out what RADCam does, which is exactly why I haven't shared too much, because I don't want to give too much away too early. But I'll give you a couple scenarios, right? You walk up, you say, I need to speak to the owner. It says, hey, what's your name? Oh, my name's Steve. At that moment, Steve, in this case me, I'm recording on my phone, so I can't hold it up. I'll hold up this. Steve gets an alert through the RADCam app saying, Steve is at your door and wants to talk. What? Not strange visitor, the actual person's name. That's a heck of a feature. Another awesome feature that I love is package delivered. Now, I know Ring has something coming in, or they're talking about it too. Ours blows them away because ours also does package removed, which is huge. But in the process of the package removed, you have an intelligent interaction with the camera so that the alarm doesn't get set off. You just don't get an alarm saying, hey, your package was removed. Well, that's not particularly helpful. I'm the guy removing the package, right? So there's a whole process that's super simple. You're gonna love it. There's advanced handling for when you need a signature, for example, and there's so much. It is so great. I love my RADCam, like I really do, okay? I'm not just trying to sell it. I really love it because you can see, I think today, Thursday, I tweeted, just how the alerts for my Ring and my Blink camera stack up, motion. Oh my goodness. Now what do I have to do? I see motion, and if it's something that I care about, I gotta scroll into the camera and see what it is. That's so archaic. A RADCam is so far past that now that I want you guys to get angry and emotional at any legacy camera systems after you get your RADCams and you start using it and enjoying it. Now with RADCam, there were basically 3 last-ish items that I considered part of MVP, which is minimum viable product. We're on track to complete those this week. Probably by the time you're watching this, those 3 items are complete, but we will be shipping out the rest of the beta cameras next week. So that's going to be very, very exciting for us and for the beta testers that are watching the video right now. So very, very cool. RADCam as a solution is also developing an extremely healthy roadmap. So we're already talking about additional devices. We're already talking about continuing advancements in software. We see this as a moment in time that we want to seize and change this industry. Again, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 monthly subscribers substantially change AITX's present and future. I'm sure many of us sit down and run those numbers. Hey, what's 10,000 subscribers paying Rad, $20, $25 a month? What does that look like? How does that add up? Well, it adds up significantly. It's incredibly exciting. This is why I've been spending so much time on it. And every time I spend time on it, we finish a feature or I test something and it is awesome, it just adds to my enthusiasm and energy about the solution. It's going to be great. Please stay tuned for RADCam. We don't have confirmation yet that we will have units before Christmas. Okay, I don't have that exact confirmation yet. We, as you know from the fact that the betas haven't gone out yet, we have continuously made changes and slowed down manufacturing because of it. So we'll see. Either way, it is what it is. I'm going to release a great product. Okay, last thing, which I should have mentioned up front as well, is the queue. The queue. So the queue for Q2 is due on Tuesday, October 15th. I expect it to be on time, as our filings have been on time for many, many years now, so you can count on it. We will have a highlights press release out on Wednesday morning, like we always do, and then we'll start talking about it and analyzing it, and hopefully that'll be a lot of fun. So everybody, I hope you're doing great. I thank you so much for watching. I thank you so much for being part of our journey. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Send me a comment, a DM. I do read them and watch them. And please have a great day. Thank you.